Doesn't feel like he's a little nice. He's just mean. Bam! We get to start all over. Take two. All right, guys, found one. That's a decent fish. He's probably 9 1/4. We're old school this morning, guys. For some reason, my live scope does not want to come on. I feel like I'm missing part of me after getting used to having a live scope. You know, that's kind of like going hunting with a scope on your gun, and your scope breaks that next morning. You gotta go orange sights. And you're like, oh boy. You got to get somewhere where you can get out of the current some. There's some bigger fish on this dock last time I fished. I caught some 13, 14s here last time. Guys, I got somebody with me today. I'll tell you, I'm not going to tell you his name, but he don't own the Death Finder company, but his last name's Garmin. Bam, they ain't getting any bigger though. Oh, look at that jump. That's that part bass right there. He jumped a couple feet. He's a youngster. He's about 9 inches. There's going to be some big crappie here next year. Last year I was editing a video last night, and I said this in the video I was editing last night. I'm going to say it again. I caught 9 over 2 pounds last year. And this year I have not caught a 2-pounder. I don't know what's with that this year. And one of my friends, he's a sub on the channel, he caught 48 last year over 2 pounds here and on Kerr Lake. He caught one that was 3 pounds. Last I talked to him, he was in his 20s. How many he'd caught over 2 pounds this year? So I don't know what's going on with the big fish. There's a few there. Let's get the spot lock on, see if it'll hold us here. Oh, he's a fighter. Come here, big boy. That's a decent one. It's the biggest one we've caught today so far, Glenn. You know what? I didn't tell you all this young man's name. His name is Glenn. Yep. But he told me he was going to be in the area. I texted him back. I got him in trouble. I texted him back. I said, you want to meet me Monday morning? We'll go do a little fishing. So here we are. Come on out there. Bam. All right, doubles. He on. Oh! That's all right. I think you probably got the best out of him. He was putting the hammer on you. That's what's fun about, you hear me say this a lot on my channel. That's what's fun about fishing the way we're doing, casting and reeling. You get to fight that fish, reel him in. I do some vertical jigging sometimes, but what I don't like about vertical jigging is just picking them up, swinging them to the bait. I like reeling that fish in, and I like feeling him hit that rod. And I was watching this pro the other day. He's a crappie pro. He watched this video. He says, I fish with one rod in my hand. And he said, what I like to do, I want to feel that fish bite my rod. I want to feel him thump it. And I went, that's it. Amen. That's it for me too. I want to feel that bite. I wasn't even reeling my bait. I was sitting there holding my rod and pulling it once in a while. I've reeled but I only reeled a couple turns. Again, that's why I use a light jig head on docks. I don't want it to go to the bottom. I want it to sink slowly so they can raise up and look at it and check it out. Then I just pull it once in a while. But if you watch a minnow around the docks, they stop and set a little bit, don't they? And it's when they'll stop and set. So that's what I try to do with my bait. Bam. There you go. That's decent crappie. If you're going to eat some, that'd be about the perfect size right there. He's about at 10 inches probably. He's probably a 10 1/16. All right.
Now this is a mold that I did buy.
Bam.
Bass, and I made some white, and I put some silver.
That's the same as the one I've got.
Like a little fish. It's like a little fish.
Yeah, it's the same mold I got. You get that from Bass Tackle?
I did.
That's what I've got. Bam. Glenn's on them now. So you think it? Yeah, he thinks that remount's working? Yeah. The remount from Dipstick, Killer, that's the remount from Killer. Some of these remelts have worked great for me. Mealtime, the remelt for mealtime live bait. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can make that bait that pretty. They work great. The ones you're catching are on that brush you got hung up in. This guy here, he come down here one day when I was fishing. He was tending those plants over there, shrubbery. And he said, "You having any luck?" I said, "Yeah, I'm catching quite a few." He said, "Enjoy yourself. I put brush down here for my people to come visit me to have something to catch crappie from." So yeah. Yeah, but see, I was just pulling. I never reeled. I was just pulling my bait real slow. Bam. Pretty fish. I'm using the killer color. This is the killer in the LC shad. I tell you what, I'm gonna switch colors though. I can't use the same color the whole time. You know what I mean? I switch colors a lot. I'm gonna switch right now. He's got him figured out now. It's just a matter now of reeling them in and taking them off, right? Isn't that right? That's right. You know, to me, that's not fishing. Casting underneath there and reeling them back is what it's all about for me. I tell you, Glenn's hard on him.
Getting the hang of it.
He likes that remelt killer color. 1/4 ounce? Well, that's why he was using 12-pound test. Bam. We just talking about people using heavy line, guys, and I'm using 2-pound, and Glenn's using 4, I think he said. And I was just telling about a guy, I was watching a guy on YouTube using 12. Bam. But we're skipping back on the docks. You're not gonna throw back under that dock with 12-pound test. Hard enough with 4 in it to get your bait to skip. That's a decent one. There you go. That's probably the biggest one today right there. He's probably 10 and a half. 10 and a quarter, isn't he? But yeah, we're summer crappie. If we catch one over 12, it'll be here and there. These bigger fish seem to have disappeared. Somebody asked me out on comment yesterday, where the bigger fish go. Well, they get to deeper water. They run open water a lot. A lot of times they don't worry about the docks or the cover. They just go out in 15, 20 foot of water and they run in schools. They're not scared of being eaten as much as these little fellas. All right, guys, these fish quit on us. We ain't caught one for a little bit, have we? I put a cricket on. I told Glenn, I said, I'm gonna change bait shapes. I'm gonna go to a cricket. They're eating mayflies. You can see the mayflies in the spider webs here on the dock. Y'all can't see it. This camera, I'll never be able to show it to you. So I put a cricket on. The first cast too, wasn't it, Glenn? The very first pitch with the cricket. Bam. Y'all know the rest of the story. This is a new color too, guys. I'll tell you about it later. I tried to shoot the cricket in a dual color. You can see it didn't come out the best, but caught fish. Got another one on the cricket. This one took a little longer. Like I said, this is a new color, guys. I don't know. It's a neon blue. It's the remelt from the killer color, but I put neon blue to it. All right, you see there? I had it neon blue, and I shot a chartreuse belly on it. I know it's hard to see, but it's there. The chartreuse belly didn't do very well. That's why I don't make dual colors in the cricket or the willowtail. Unless you're making black and white difference, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to see the difference because the body is so small. It's only a 1/4 inch body. All right, guys, sorry. Camera locked up. I had to take it out, cut it off, start it all over again. Wanted to show you this fish because I caught it on a new color. Bam. He's about 9 and he's probably 9 5/8. This is a new color I'm playing with. I think we're calling it Blue Moon. Bam. Oh, it's mean. Well, they like this color, guys. That's 2 casts in a row. Caught one and threw back next cast, caught one. You know, I'm not counting the casts I don't get under the dock. You got to get it under the dock. If you ain't under the dock, you're not going to catch anything. Bam. Yeah, you do have me. That's all right.
I got your, that's how good they like your baits. They swallow.
How y'all like that? He's got both baits in his mouth. This unhooked me there. Hold still. Hold still. Let me cut my line. So I won't get back.
No, you ain't hung up.
Yeah, I will be when I reel back through, though.
I got it.
I got one this time, and it's not you. We both skipped under the dock last cast, and I knew something was wrong. My bait was going off, so he's got me around the dock post. Then I realized that Glenn's fish had got me. I don't know if he got me or his fish got me when he was fighting me in, so I just opened my bail. Oops. Hold on here, Betty. I just opened my bail and then cut my jig off, and that way I could reel my line back in without getting hung up. Well, we got it. There you go. Virginia shad. I mean, the flash color, sorry. I switched to the flash color, guys. Bam! Glenn's hard on him now.
Kind of small, but
That's all right. I mean, like I say, if you catch some big ones today, it'll surprise me. The big ones are really hard to find now. We go switch docks. I gotta get him away from this dock before he empties it. There won't be a fish left on it. I watched Glenn catch that one on the TV up here. I said there's one following you, then I realized what it was. You was reeling him in. I didn't see your bait, but I seen the fish move toward the boat. Then I seen him start moving fast. I went, yeah, I know what he's doing now. You got him. Technology, right? And you know, I'm gonna say this live on camera because somebody's going, you're right. I was telling you earlier, I was watching Lake Fork guy, and I think I got interrupted by a fish. Went squirrel on you. He made a video about his live scope, and he has a bunch of stuff. He's got 360 on his boat. His trolling motor looks like, he calls it the Doppler 9000. It's so much stuff on it. Oh yeah, I don't see how he tolerates that.
on the trolling motor?
Yeah. Anyway, he's got 1 million subscribers. So when you got 1 million subscribers, you know you're gonna get some negative stuff, right? So I never get negative stuff on my channel. Very seldom. Once in a while somebody will.
No, you don't. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't get much. Anyway, you ought to seen his. His was, you're cheating. That is cheating, all that stuff. You don't need all that stuff to fish. That is cheating. That ain't fishing, that's catching. And he was fishing open water brush piles. Went through all this stuff. I'm still thinking, you know when side scan came out, right? Oh, that was cheating. You know, down imaging came out. Oh my gosh, the fish ain't got a chance. When scopes came out on rifles, right? You can shoot them a long ways off now. Well, the deer ain't got a chance. We got more deer than we ever had, probably, you know? It's all this equipment, all this depth finders, all this stuff. I've never seen my depth finder catch a fish. You know who catches them? Me and you. So you and I are in control of the population of the fish, right? They're saying, there won't be a fish left in the lake. That's not the depth finder, right? That's us.
Times you find a big school of fish, they still won't touch it.
They still won't bite. But if you carry 100 home a day, or I do, that's me and you. That's not the depth finder, that's what I'm saying. That depth finder's a tool. It's no different than a pick and a hoe, a shovel, or a hammer. It's a tool to help you catch fish. If you want to buy one and use it, fine. They're expensive. If you want to play the game, fine. If you don't, fine. If you just want to fish with a cane pole, fine. Well, the one guy made a comment, he said, they won't have a chance in a tournament no more if you don't have a live scope. Well, on Crappie Connection, they get people in there and talk about it. I mention Crappie Connection all the time because if you're not watching, you need to check it out. They get pros and stuff on talk about it. They had the guy that was in charge of the U.S. Crappie tournaments. They had a crappie tournament that was won down in Florida this spring. The guys did not have a depth finder on the boat. They didn't even have a fishing reel. They had cane poles, and they won the tournament against like 200 boats with just a cane pole. You know why they won it? They had knowledge. They had knowledge.
They've been fishing there a lot.
That's right. They said they've only fished 4 tournaments in their life, and they've won all 4 of them on that lake.
And they probably fished it every day.
Yeah, they know where to go. They know where the fish were. So if you're fishing somewhere all the time, you know the lake, you don't need a depth finder. You don't need it. You know, like I told you this morning, I didn't want to come on this morning. I still would have fished these same docks, and we still would have caught some fish.
Right.
The only thing
But that helps you to tell you whether they're there.
That's right. The only thing we're using the live scope for is to look under the dock and go like, yep, there's some fish there. After we start fishing, I don't keep watching. I check it once in a while. You have to see if they're still there, because they will leave the dock while you're fishing. Right. I've seen that, and like I told you earlier, I've seen them come in while I'm fishing. Like, here comes the school in, and catch some of those. So it's a tool to help you to find the fish. It don't help you catch the fish. It helps you find them. That's all it does.
Yeah, because like I said, I found them before and throw.
It won't bite you. That's right. They won't. The depth finder, the live scope doesn't catch the fish. It helps you find them. That's right.
It does not.
So a lot of people are really negative against it. I would say they've never fished with anybody that has one, or they don't have one, right?
That's right.
If they fish with somebody that had one time, they might change their tune a little bit and go like, oh, that's a nice tool.
They're probably complaining because they probably can't afford to buy one, so therefore they got to complain against it. But
Yeah.
if they had a chance to get one, I'm sure they put one.
Yeah, if somebody gave them one, they'd probably take it. They wouldn't say it. They wouldn't say, no, I don't want that thing. You're not giving me a depth finder.
way.
You ain't giving me a live scope. That's right. They would take it and try it and go like, this thing helps you. I'm catching a few more fish now.
First one fishing with it.
That's right. But to me, here's where I look at a live scope. It's a time saver. You can look at a dock and go, nope, it's none there, and go on. Like I told you earlier, I started right above this dock here, in this turn up, that first dock we fished, caught the good fish off of. I went from there, clean up past that dock the other Saturday. I checked every one of those docks up through there to find docks. And I found that one, the first dock we fished, that's that one and one of the other ones I found crappie on. So now I'm not going to check them other ones again. That's what helps you.
There's no fish there, there's no need to fish. No need
Right.
To sit there.
I've eliminated a lot of docks on in this stretch of the river now, to where I'm going to fish. Yep.